Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to West Burlington Elementary School's 4th grade spring concert. My name is Mr. Hedman and I am the general music teacher at West Burlington Elementary. Over the past several months, the 4th graders at West Burlington have been working fervently to master the musical instrument known as the recorder. Tonight, they are proud to demonstrate to you the skills that they have gained over hours of practice and hard work. In recorder variety, students were tasked with training themselves to gradually master the recorder, gaining multiple colored belts along the way. The first 3 belts that the students learned introduced students to the first 3 notes using just their left hand, B, A, and G. One of the primary benefits of learning the recorder in school is the development of dexterity and finger coordination. In the green and purple belts, students were introduced to 2 new notes, E and G, which both require the use of multiple fingers from their right hand. For many students, the green belt in particular served as a mountain to climb, but with practice and effort, they were able to surmount it. Our next two belts provide two additional challenges. In the blue belt, students were introduced to the concept of ties, where the music connects two rhythmic values together to create a longer sustained note. This required students to work on their breath control and musical phrasing. The fourth graders also learned two new notes for this belt, C and high D. In the red belt, students were introduced to the notes F sharp, a tricky note that forces students to skip specific holes in the recorder in order to play it correctly. Challenges for those motivated to reaching the top. In this belt, students learned how to perform music in a different time signature, 3/4, which means that there were only 3 beats in every measure as opposed to the 4 beats that they were used to playing. Students also learned how to perform dotted quarter note rhythms, a tricky rhythm that lasts for 1 1/2 beats. After earning their brown belt, the 4th graders could face one final challenge, the black belt. Attaining the black belt in recorder karate was a monumental occasion, as many of the students who reached this point gave up recess time or came in after school just to practice their music. The most dedicated musicians even practiced their recorder at home as well. We had an astonishing 22 4th graders who earned their black belt this year, and I would like to take a moment to recognize their accomplishment. I ask that you please hold your applause until all of the names have been read. The following students have earned their black belt: Bailey Anderson, Lydia Armstrong, Mason Barnberger, Garrett Bentz, Pryor Bowen, Miley Kahn, Austin Fletcher Bates, Lily Godow, Addison Gerst, Jordan Gibson, Marley Johnson, Paige Kramer, Elvis Liu, Brighton Lyle, Andrea Reynolds, Aiden Rodriguez, Whitney Snowden, Chloe Covillas, Chloe Wilkie, Grace Wilkie, Briley Wiseman, and Sam Yonker. Let's give them a round of applause. While we focused much of the past few months on mastering the recorder, the fourth graders also worked on a special song to share. Evergreen, Ever Blue is a song written and recorded by Rocky, a singer renowned for his children's music in 1990. This song has an important message relevant to the month of April as we celebrated Earth Day just last week. We can all do something to help this planet Earth.
Evergreen, director here at West Burlington Schools, and I am super excited because very soon I'm going to get these guys started on band instruments. And I have never heard of having 22 kids in one class make the black belt. So I am really, really excited. Awesome job, guys. But since I have all the parents here now, I kind of wanted to let you know what's going to happen with starting a band. Now, recorders is a great way to get kids ready to start band. I've always known that as a band director, that helping coordinate fingers and getting the breath going and everything helps them with when they need to go on to the band instruments. Now, as a parent, I can also say it kind of helps you as a parent too. My daughter plays the tuba, and I can tell you that listening to her practice with tuba is so much better than listening to her practice the recorder. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know what's going to be going on in the next month. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start to go to their music classes, and I'm going to play all of the different band instruments for them and explain to them how we're going to get started with band and see if they're interested in doing that. And they will be getting a letter that they should be bringing home with a form to fill out. And then I have all of these dates that I'm going to say right now, so you don't need to be wildly writing them down right now. So hopefully this will get home, and if it doesn't, I'll have extras. But anyway, we're going to start off, and I'm going to show them all of the different instruments. And then after that period of time, if they sign up, I'm going to have them try out the different mouthpieces and try to hold the different instruments, because every one of these kids has a little bit different characteristics. And I always have kids ask me, what's the easiest instrument to play? I really can't answer that. It kind of depends on you. And actually, Mr. Hinman and I were just talking about that today, how, I think playing things with my fingers, moving my fingers fast is easier, and he's a brass player, so he knows, things down. So, it's just different, and different people have different qualities that make them better at one thing or another. So usually what ends up happening is that ends up giving us a very, very good balanced band. Sometimes though we do have we may have a few too many that want to do some things, and we may have to say, hey, we can't have 25 people play the drums because we would hear nothing else. So percussion tends to be a really popular one. Sometimes kids don't really understand that percussion isn't just playing drums though, but it's also playing the xylophone and playing a lot of other different things. And I usually bring those kids in and explain that all to them and show them everything that they have to do. And a lot of times, a lot of them decide, no, I don't really want to do that. I'd rather do something else. And sometimes we do have to have an audition for that, because really we can't have 25 kids playing drums. We'll have to, narrow that down. Sometimes that happens. The letter that I'm sending out also talks about some of the statistics about how good band is for kids. There's also a very good YouTube video out. It's a TED Talk. Anita Collins is the name on there. You're going to type that in sometime. Talking about how good, what playing an instrument does for the brain. It's a very good video, and I probably put it on the Facebook site again, so you have a chance to look at it. Then the next thing we're going to do after they've tried out the instruments, and I guess I missed this part, I would like to have a parent with them when they try out the instruments, if at all possible. So if you can sign up for a time, I will have times during the day and I will have times in the evening if it's not possible for you to come during the day. Because I think it's really, really important for the parent to be there to be part of that decision. Okay, and especially sometimes kids don't tell me that you have a clarinet at home. And I don't know that until the parents there usually tell me. So I need to know those kinds of things. Then once we get started, I'm going to try something a little new this year. I know I have lots of repeat parents out there. We're going to try something new this year. We're going to do what's called a super lesson. And I'm having a bunch of my friends come in and help me out. And we're going to have one room is going to be all the flutes, one room is going to be all the clarinets, have all the different instruments in a different room, and somebody who's a specialist on that instrument is going to give that first lesson. And I'm gonna, if parents can come to that, that would be wonderful too, because they're gonna show how to take care of the instrument, all sorts of things that would be good for you to know too. And make that just one big lesson to get those kids a really good start. And then we'll be doing lessons. I'll be doing lessons in June, and I will be doing lessons in August. I'm kind of spreading it out because I've tried it both ways, and neither way has been perfect, so maybe this will be the perfect way to do some lessons in June and some in August. And hopefully I can get everybody in for at least a few lessons. Oh, and the last thing, as far as buying an instrument, if your child is in band, you will need to rent or buy an instrument. I would actually recommend that you rent one from the music store. That's usually the cheapest way to go, and you get maintenance with it and all of that sort of thing. But don't go out and buy anything right now. Sometimes parents think they're getting a really great deal. My parents bought me a clarinet for $100 when I started band, and they thought they were getting a great deal. It is now a lamp in my living room. I used it for a little while, and then my band director said, "This is not going to work. You have to buy another instrument." So my parents had to buy another instrument, and they never were able to sell this other one. So that's why it's a lamp. I mean, I have a really cool lamp, but I don't think anybody really wants to buy an instrument to make it. So I will have a rental night also, where I will have all of the different music dealers here with the instruments, so you can get everything taken care of at one time, and you know you're going to get what you need and get it at the best price you can. All right? So that's also in the letter, and then when we're starting lessons. So I know that's a lot of information, but it's in this letter that's coming home too. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or call me, or if you want to come talk to me the night of the concert, that's great too. I look forward to seeing a lot of you at concerts next year. Thank you.
Before we end our concert tonight, the students and I would like to take just a moment to thank our West Burlington Elementary principal, Mrs. Kirkman, and the fourth grade teachers, Ms. Dick, Mrs. Hoskins, Mrs. Leopard, and Mrs. Meinhardt, for their help and support during this concert. We'd also like to thank the custodians in the tech department at West Burlington for keeping the auditorium performance ready. And finally, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening. Our final song returns us one last time to the recorder. While this instrument has existed since the Middle Ages, it continues to serve as an important instrument for young musicians. Affordable and easy to play, the recorder is quite possibly the most effective tool for teaching students how to read and perform music. It is a great transition for students interested in moving on to 5th grade band next year as well. There is also a surprisingly extensive community of professional and amateur recorder players that continue to perform even today. And finally, playing recorder is just a lot of fun. If you don't believe me, you can ask the countless 4th graders who gave up recess time the past several months just to practice and earn their belts. We will close tonight's concert with our mass recorder piece, Rock, Boom, Bag, aptly named for the names of the notes that the students used in the song, B, A, and G.